Mothibi are briefing the media on the presidential proclamation authorising the SIU to investigate corruption allegations against the office of the state attorney.
Yeah, this follows weekend reports that state lawyers are allegedly colluding with other lawyers in terms of throwing cases.
Siphoning funds out of the state?
That's the allegation. So let's try to go there now live for this press briefing.
After which we will open the floor for questions. We'll start here in Pretoria and go to Cape Town with Giselle in Cape Town assisting us. Over to you, Minister.
Is it on? Good morning, members of the media, fellow South Africans and colleagues, Minister Cele and Minister Mothibi. In the light of extensive media and general public interest shown in the recent issuing of a proclamation by President Cyril Ramaphosa authorizing the SIU to investigate allegations leveled against the Office of the State Attorney by various parties, I have decided this morning to conduct this media briefing together with two of my colleagues, Minister Aaron Mothibi, the Minister of Health, and General Becky Cele, the Minister of Police, to further clarify the reasons for this investigation. As the cabinet member responsible for the administration of justice, I have visited several public and private entities within the justice portfolio, including meeting with relevant professional bodies to appraise myself of various matters affecting the administration of justice in South Africa. In the course of wide-ranging conversations I held with these entities, it became apparent that a number of challenges exist that inhibit the effective administration of justice. This include concerns raised at various fora regarding the functioning of the state litigation portfolio under the control of the Office of the State Attorney. As you may well be aware, the state litigates primarily through this institution. Concerns were raised regarding alleged malpractices, lack of professionalism, and suspicion of abuse of office towards unlawful end, amongst others. In addition, several departments and colleagues on numerous occasions expressed disappointment in the manner in which some officials of the State Attorney's Office handled their matters, resulting in unnecessary loss, whether financial or otherwise. Furthermore, complaints were raised regarding the commitment of the State Attorney towards advancing general and practical transformation of the legal profession, in the manner in which it issued state legal work, contrary to the claim in its reports that it had been exceeding its targets in this regard. Some colleagues, including the Ministers of Health and Police, who I have invited to be part of this briefing today, have complained about the way in which their matters have been handled. This includes non-timeous filing of court papers in litigation matters, undue and particularly exorbitant, unauthorized out-of-court settlements, even in instances where such matters could have been defended on behalf of the state, and apparent collusion between certain officials within the State Attorney's Office, private legal practitioners, and real or fictitious litigants to defraud and conduct other acts of irregular and corrupt activities against the state. This initiative is calculated to bring a halt to these alleged practices in the provision of state legal services, particularly in conducting litigation for and against the state. The allegations to be investigated, as articulated in the proclamation, include serious maladministration in connection with the affairs of the Office of the State Attorney, improper or unlawful conduct by some employees or officials of the Office of the State Attorney, unlawful appropriation or expenditure of public funds or property as well as unlawful, irregular or unapproved acquisitive act, transaction, measure or practice having a bearing upon state property, intentional or negligent loss of public money or damage to public property, contravention of the Prevention and Combating of Corrupt Activities Act, and that is the Act of 2004, and the unlawful or improper conduct which has caused or may cause serious harm to the interests of the public. The proclamation was gazetted last month. The investigation will help the Department of Justice to lay to rest concerns that have been raised by members of the public, the legal fraternity, and other government departments regarding the functioning and conduct of some officials within the Office of the State Attorney. Where appropriate, and in addition to the investigation by the SIU, disciplinary action as well as criminal investigation will be initiated against alleged perpetrators to ensure that firm action is taken to uproot corrupt activities. We therefore encourage anyone who can assist by providing useful information to avail themselves to the SIU to assist in the investigation. In addition to these interventions, I have last year initiated, under the leadership of the current CEO of Legal Aid South Africa as project manager, a review of the policy and legislative framework governing the state legal services, particularly the role of the Office of the State Attorney and other legal services in government. This is intended to develop a new, comprehensive and more effective system of provision of state legal services at all three spheres of government so as to enhance its efficiency, effectiveness, and professionalism. This in part is in response to the shortcoming I have already identified earlier, as well as findings and recommendations of the report of the Public Service Commission and by other stakeholders regarding the functionality and performance of the Office of the State Attorney. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Minister.
No, I'll answer questions.
Thanks. Let's immediately go to your questions. You will identify yourself, introduce yourself, and
There's an extra pen. Only have one.
And let's
Don't have another one.
if possible, avoid the spring of questions at once. Are there any takers? It's during Women's Month, we start with that.
Ministers, thank you so much for being forthright with the problems facing the Office of the State Attorney. The question I have for the head of the SIU is, what is the timeline for this investigation? Who's heading this team? And how big is the team investigating? How big is the investigation in general? General, you haven't really commented so far as to how this has affected you with her, our Minister of Religion at the time. Is there anything that you picked up with regards to the Ministry of Police?
Well, there you have it. Ministers Michael Masutha, Bheki Cele, as well as Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi on the presidential proclamation authorising the SIU to investigate corruption allegations leveled against the Office of the State Attorney. Stay tuned to SABC News for more on that story. Well, for many reasons,